Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda here. Got a new e-bike update, new e-bike review. Welcome the Lectric XP 3.0 long range. I received this bike in the mail. By the time I make this video, I would have had it a week. Um, I was talked about in some of my previous videos when I was reviewing bikes that my next bike would more than likely be the Lectric XP Lite. Well, I changed my mind. Um, They had a deal on these. I had a nostalgia for my old Lectric XP 1.0, which was a clunky, loud bike, but it had a special place in my heart. I enjoyed that bike. This came in about a week and a half. Um, as you know, with Lectric XP bikes, they're already all put together. There's nothing to do. One thing I'd probably recommend is tightening all the nuts and bolts on it before you ride it. Just check it. Just make sure. Of course, it was well packaged, as you can clearly see. It had everything on it. This did not have any dents or dings in it. My very first Electric XP 1.0 had a dent in the fender when I first got it. Or was it my Electric X Premium? One of them did, because it's got the metal fenders. Regardless, this bike was very well packaged. I could tell right off the bat, taking off all the packaging protection and all that good stuff. This is a much better quality bike than the Electric XP 1.0. And I'm not knocking my old Electric XP, but you can tell with this right away the fit and finish. And one small note: the thing you always have to a lot of times have to put on it, though, even though it says mostly assembled, is you just got to put the handlebars on. That takes like literally 10 seconds most. Came with two keys. Um, Same place. You put the key underneath the battery, like you did the old Electric XPs. Same thing with this battery. With this e-bike. As you know, I had the Electric XP Premium before this. I just sold that bike not too long ago, which was a good bike. It was a decent bike, but I just don't like mid drives that much. Not for how I ride. I like urban riding, and I don't like having to change gears all the time unless I want to change gears. Not that I being forced to, which is a little bit different with the mid drives, than the hub motors. It's neither here nor there. That's just my preference. I love the look of the Electric X Premium, by the way, though. And so this bike I got in white. I liked the white Electric XP Premium I had, just the color and the style of it with the white on it. Plus, my other bikes are black or they're gray. I always end up with black or gray bikes. So, kind of want to change it up a little bit more. Seat on it, decent quality seat. Looked like a better quality seat than my old ones. I have plenty of factory seats. Uh, the seat itself, well, obviously, I'm going to upgrade it. I have plenty of more comfortable seats that I can put on here. The rear rack is actually integrated into the frame. It's been welded in. So check me out. Watch me put the steering put on the handlebars. It's super simple, guys. This is way simple on this bike. So it's nothing to get worried about that you have to put one thing on here. The pedals and all that are all still on this bike. So that's no thing right there. With that being said, it comes folded up just like you see right here, uh, which is pretty cool. I really like that. So basically, after you do that, just make sure you got all the packaging and shipping protection elements off there. Had a little protector over the battery to protect the where it connects up to connects up to power and everything from being damaged during shipment. Simple to fold and unfold. The folding mechanisms are higher quality than the older ones. This bike has smaller tires also than my old Electric XP 1.0, which had 4-inch tires. Smaller tires than my Zenroll C1 I have too. I thought about, I could pull them because it's the same brand on the Zenroll that's on this e-bike too. But those 3-inch tires also help with giving you longer range and keep them pumped up, by the way, too. I didn't mention that. The bike looks good. Like I said, the fit and finish of this is an improvement. Lectric XP has stepped their game up. I'm glad I waited to get to 3.0 and didn't get to 2.0. Getting on this bike was like getting back on my Lectric XP 1.0. Except for this is a long range. That's a 65-mile range or 30-mile range on throttle. As I said, rear rack is welded in. It has 150 pound max. So you can even ride a passenger on here. And I can confirm this fully. I've seen people on the trails riding with someone on the back, not just a kid like an adult. 330-pound capacity total for the e-bike. I unlocked this bike immediately, by the way, so it is a class 3, and it can legit hit 28 miles an hour. I know I did it with one hand trying so I could show proof, but with two hands, it easily hits 28. My Lectric X Premium, that one would barely hit 28. This, no problem. But the battery also makes 1,000 watts peak power, which is higher than the 1.0, which was, I want to say, oh, let me think, 750 probably back in the day. So it rips. It's got good, adequate torque and power. The step through I really like because you can step over it. Now, I'm 6 foot 195. I don't really have a problem. But say my spouse wants to ride it, she can easily ride this one much more because it is a step through. What else? The So that design is really cool on it. It has hydraulic brakes, if I didn't mention that, so the brakes are better. The front ones had a little bit of a rub to them. I'll just have to adjust a little bit, but yeah, I found out with hydraulic brake bikes I've had with them, they do much better and they're easier to actually to fix that issue. And it wasn't as bad as the old ones, other e-bikes with mechanicals. Now I ordered two electric e-bike locks. You ask why two? Well, one is for this bike, and then one is for whatever other bike I have. This is really simple. It's good quality. Um, Came with two keys for each one of these locks. I haven't even opened the other one. It has the straps for bikes that do not have the bolts. But since this is a full Lectric XP 3.0, all I had to do was unhook those bolts on the back of the bike, where you'll see in the picture where I have it connected. You unscrew them, put them over this, and you can screw the case in, and the case fits on there, and you can slide this out in and out so simply. So what I do is I keep this on there, and then I keep a backup lock around my seat. One of my cheaper locks. Basically, it's a deterrent. Will this stop someone from taking it? Potentially. It may not either. But I carry this, utilize this, and I always have a secondary lock. This is smooth. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It's easy to get in and out of its case while mounted to the bike without you getting filthy, which is really great. And I combine it with another one of my cheaper combo locks or keyed locks, wraparound chain ones, and hopefully it makes it where my bike is not as likely to be stolen as someone else's. It's all about opportunity, and a bike with two locks is not as great opportunity as one with one cheap lock. Anyway, highly recommend this. Don't worry, there'll be tons of videos of me riding it in different places, but I just wanted to get this out to people. I'm back in Lectric XP family. I'm glad to have this bike. I really enjoy it. It's been a good bike. I highly recommend it. Everyone, thanks for watching. Frugal Panda is out.